Galileo Galilei said that the universe is written in the language of mathematics. Without a solid knowledge of math, men would have never succeeded in bringing man into the outer space and invented the things that we are using and enjoying right now. Indeed, math is a valuable tool for social development, global competitiveness, and national building. Its goal is to help learners develop critical thinking skills and problem-solving abilities, equip them with necessary skills they need in their daily life, for their future job, and as citizens of the country. However, last 2018, we received the PISA result, placing the country, Philippines, in the 26th place or rank out from the 79 participating countries. It was also a devastating time for all educators since the NAT result in 2018 is at the lowest score recorded since 2014 and learners is at the low mastery level. It then compels educators to understand the factors that hinder learners to acquire the needed competency and knowledge that is expected from the pupil in every grade level. It is part of the role then of educators to understand the variables that affect learning outcomes and to journey learners into mathematical literacy, which is one of the goals of the K-12 curriculum. The mathematical framework of the country states that students' attitudes and beliefs towards mathematics affect their learning. Studies also shows that non-cognitive factors such as locus of control and math anxiety correlate with academic achievements. And today, I am privileged to share to you the result of the study entitled The Interplay of Anxiety, Performance, and Locus of Control Among the Grade 6 Pupils in Mathematics. The primary purpose of the study is to understand the influence of math anxiety, locus of control to the performance of the learners in their mathematics subject. The study also make use of the theory of Erickson's psychosocial development and Rotter's social learning theory to anchor the assumption present in the study. In their postulation, they state that learners' academic success is affected by non-cognitive factors that needs to be recognized and addressed so that we can help learners develop their full potential. The research employs descriptive correlational research design to describe, explain, and interpret the relationship among variables. Descriptive statistics were employed in the problems 1, 2, and 3, and problems 4 and 5, multiple linear regression was utilized. The participants of the study were the 154 grade 6 pupils of the 7 private schools. The study employed accessible population, which means that all students present during the data gathering were invited to participate. The instrument used in the data gathering for math anxiety is the revised Math Anxiety Questionnaire used by Sibir in 2015. For locus of control is the Crandall Intellectual Responsibility Questionnaire by Crandall. And for the math performance, we used the average grade of learners from first, second, and third quarter. Now, the significant findings of the study are the following. The study found out that the participants' level of math anxiety is in the moderate level as expressed in the overall mean of 2.90. It means that learners on this level show apprehension, fear, and tension in solving and understanding math activities that involves application and use of complex mathematical skills. This feeling occurs and disturbs them in processing information. According to Musso in 2012, these worrisome thoughts develop in the individual will hinder them in their task and affects their confidence level in performing the activity or task given. For the learner's performance in math, they are in the satisfactory level as indicated by the overall mean of 86. The satisfactory level suggests that learners did not fully meet the expected learning outcomes in the subject. They still need assistance in translating their understanding into real-life situation or activities. The result also further indicates that the participants' internal locus of control is in the moderate level. This implies that they fall in the middle of the spectrum. According to Rotter, having a moderate locus of control makes the learners accept that there are situations in their life that they can't influence and manage effectively as they arise. Moving on to the math anxiety and math performance, if they are significantly associated, the math anxiety and math performance of the learners are significantly correlated. Specifically, for every unit increase in math anxiety, there is a corresponding 0.534 decrease in their mathematic grades or performance. Furthermore, 28.1% of variability in math performance is accounted for their math anxiety. It is also in consonance with the finding of Sevier in 2015 in his quantitative study of math anxiety and in relation to academic performance. He found out that there is a significant relationship between math anxiety and academic achievement. For the internal locus of control, it is not significantly correlated with math performance. Learners' sense of responsibility for the academic success and failure has no bearing on their performance. The reason is that the strength of their accountability over the consequence of their actions is not yet fully developed or established, making them to shift from internal to external in varying situations. From the findings of the study, we can now conclude or infer that math anxiety has a negative influence on math performance. Learners with high anxiety level in the subject tend to have a lower math performance. Conversely, learners with a low level of anxiety have a higher performance in math. Participants are at the moderate level of anxiety in the subject. It makes them fall short of the competency required and making them land on the satisfactory level in terms of their performance in mathematics for the first 3 grading periods. Understanding now the learning anxiety in the subject and to what extent it affects their learning and learning actualization will help educators address the gap by providing a friendly learning climate that eliminates the feeling of fear in doing math activities. Internal locus of control then was found to have no significant influence in math performance. Furthermore, the data shows that internal locus of control among learners in the upper elementary grade level is not yet established. From the findings and conclusion of the study, the following recommendations are hereby presented or given to the educators that they need to have a proffering solutions for underachievement in math and to eliminate anxiety in the classroom. For administrators, they need to have training for teachers to develop the skill of our teachers and to evaluate educational practices. For future researchers, there's a need for us to explore more on the variables that impact math performance in the different grade levels among elementary learners and also the factor that causes math anxiety among the learners. Then the outcome of the study will be used for the following purposes. For the basis of the review and improvement of learning activities and performance tasks, as a support data or underlying data used for planning and evaluation of the developmental plans for teachers' professional growth, guide for the improvement of the curriculum implementation, and in designing remedial and assessment programs for learners. As educators, we should not stop ourselves to learn. We should always open ourselves for new learning opportunities because it is our mission to help our learners to help them develop their full potential. We can only do this if we share and live our passion for excellence and for learning. And above all, God's unwavering love is always present in our lives through the person we encounter every day. So let us make ourselves be a gift to others, especially to our learners. Thank you very much, everyone, and Thank you for listening and keep safe.